the Bible doesn't say anything specifically about teenage dating because they was getting married at 14 back in the Bible days. But when it comes to maturity, I think there's something that we can learn from how certain civilizations back in the day did their customs. When there are certain people groups to this day still arrange marriages. I think the beautiful thing about community is that community can, to a degree, arrange or rearrange couples. Most people look at the dating model based upon only us, nobody else's opinion. I'm not saying you allow your relationships to be invaded by so many people, but we got to get to a place where we trust God in the process. If you have a child, my personal opinion, I tell these girls, what are you gonna buy you? He can't even get you a sandwich. He can't even get you no milkshake. You got to get water with your meal. You know what I'm saying? Whose car he driving? How's he going to provide for you? And if you allow your daughters and your sons to date prematurely in a way where they don't even comprehend what it means to even provide or know how to be pursued, then when they get into their 20s, they're confused, 30s, they're confused, and they're single today. That's why we got to get to a place where we say, you know what, God, I'm going to let that relationship stuff be your business, and I'm going to be about your business. The first thing Jesus said at 12 was that I'm about my Father's business. That's where you got to tell your teenager. That was him at 12. You got to tell them at 12, be about your Father's business. Do not worry about love and relationships. You can't even understand or comprehend what it means to be in a Christian relationship. Now, people's going to be like, I'm going to let my kids date because you really want them to date because you want them out the house. But my thing is, you let them out the house, they're going to bring about 2 kids back into it. That's why you got to say, you know what? In my house, Joshua said in the Bible, we're going to serve the Lord. It's the parent's responsibility to train that child to understand waiting on God's timing. Like many of us, we weren't even taught about God's timing and providential ways of God and how sovereign he is and how everything is orchestrated and anchored. And we ain't learned this stuff until we was 19, 18, 17 years old, 25, 33. So let alone our babies don't know what that means. So now all of a sudden, they go through all these relationships early. The one is sitting for them at 28. They done been in 5 since 18. Now the girl got all these burdens and bruises inside her. Now this man thinks love is all about sex and how she make him feel. Now their whole mindset and perspectives are screwed because you allowed. You are the first pillars that God is entrusting for you to guide your children. Listen, people who listen, how many years have we wasted dating? We wasted time. We could have had like 20 books out. Our business could have been within the top Fortune 5. We could have been way off today. All those hours on the phone, all those hours talking and whispering and are you there? Wake up, are you listening? Listen, back in my day, it was AOL Instant Messenger, waiting for that thing to dial up, talking, and she typing, and she must be asleep. We get so caught up in wasting so much time outside of his will and wondering why we're not able to fulfill his will. That's why we got to say, you know what, just because the customs of today are common doesn't mean that it's godly. And a lot of people out there, kids doing all this crazy stuff, and they shaking their booties and they doing all these different things, and gentlemen are out there, and then when all of a sudden now you have a group of people emotionally erratic, sexually charged, mentally unstable, asking God to give them a gift, and God's like, you're not even ready. And how many of us have been there? That's why we got to ask God, yo, God, you teach me how to teach them. I'm just saying, it's probably not even wise for you to allow your children to date as a teenager. They can't even wipe their own behind. They can't even brush their teeth half the time. Like some of these kids walking into school, I'm like, man, come on, man. You listen, man. Hey, take these mints, man. Do this, man. Come on, get your life right. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to make sure we say, you know what, God, I trust your time. Because when you wait on God's timing, everything around you will make sense. That person will be well worth the wait. And you're going to look over to that man snoring. You're going to look at that girl while she's doing her nails, getting ready for Sunday church, while you got your suit halfway buttoned up, getting ready. You're going to be like, it was well worth the wait. Next question.